in the video, Leland? Come say hi to everybody. On Mommy's phone. Say hi really loud.
Hi! Say, welcome to Leland's Happy Homestead.
Welcome to Leland's Happy Homestead.
Okay, so just an update on what we got done from yesterday. If you see these buckets around here, we filled those with dirt. They're getting ready to plant. Haven't quite decided what's going in the buckets yet, but I've got a few options, mostly brassicas. Maybe some Brussels sprouts, eggplants. So it turns out that my husband actually likes eggplants. He had never really had them too often growing up, so he wasn't sure whether he liked them or not. So again, these are the pepper beds here with the tomato cages. These tomato cages are far too small for the tomatoes we grow. Most of what we grow is indeterminate, so they get 6-8 feet tall during our growing season. So, hi, Leland.
Hi, Leland.
Okay, so here's our pile of dirt now. It's quite a bit smaller than yesterday. Just topping off beds and filling buckets with it. Again, this first bed here is onions. And these 3 beds behind the onions here going towards the road, we've decided we're going to put our cucumbers in there. So soon you'll see some trellises show up. And my mother-in-law reminded me that I didn't show you guys my rose bushes. So I've got a climber here. And there's another one. And another one. And there's another one there. These pots will get filled with herbs. So this bed, the 2 behind those, and these 2 beds here with the stakes in them, those are all going to be our indeterminate tomato varieties. Indeterminate just means that they don't set and then stop when they're done with they just keep growing tomatoes as long as you keep pulling them off. Determinate tomatoes are usually a shorter plant. They usually have a set number of tomatoes that they have on their plant, and then they're done for the season. So, moving on here. There's another one that I'm going to put herbs in. So we put these just regular beds in. They're a raised bed, but they're just in the ground. With everything that's going on, we thought, well, hey, might be a good idea to put some more beds in. And right now we don't have the lumber, so we just put the dirt down. Thinking something like pumpkins and watermelons in these beds because they need 6 inches anyway for the roots to start to develop, and this is going to give them plenty of space to stretch out and do their thing. Not sure what I'm going to do with these 2 beds yet, or that smaller, shorter one over there. Possibly some lettuces or some collard greens. We're trying those this year. We're trying a lot of new plants this year. Those 2, if you can tell what they are, they're cut up garbage cans. We believe in recycling everything we can. So when these garbage cans got cracks in them, we decided to cut them down. And these are going to get filled with soil also. And we're going to use these for some beds. Let's see, the wheelbarrow. That, again, is going to get some lettuce and stuff like that in it. Probably pretty soon. I've been hardening off some plants, getting ready to put in the ground. Mostly my lettuces and collards and beet greens and spinach. So, same thing with all these beds along here. I think it's all just going to be spring plants because we have a big tree right here. You can see the double trunk on it. It's a walnut and it shades this area a lot. The downside is that we're always picking walnuts out because walnuts aren't necessarily great for your plants. So, yeah, you'll have to excuse the mess. We were busy today. We pulled the grill out front so we could just cook out here and have our dinner. So, I haven't quite cleaned up yet. But I thought I'd get this video done because the sky is starting to look a little ominous. It looks like we might have some rain coming in soon. Wanted to get this video done before that, so I didn't stop to clean up. I apologize. So we've got our windmill here, and it's a double hanging basket windmill. And we've got some others over here that we're going to hang some hummingbird feeders and herbs or flower plants from. We are putting flowers in this year. Hostas, they all went to seed, so they should spread really well this year. But we're going to plant some nasturtium, some marigolds, and some zinnias. I've got them all started in the house, and they're looking beautiful. Just waiting for the weather to break so we can get them outside. It looks like not tonight, but the next couple nights we have some 30 and 31 degree lows. So we're kind of going to be making sure what we do have in, the onions and the carrots get covered. Those are those two beds next to the buckets. So those are going to get covered tomorrow before we go to bed, and that way they're protected from the cold a little bit more. We do not have tunnels yet for them, the hoop tunnels for them, our beds yet, but that's something we're in the process of getting for our beds.
All right, buddy, stop.
So that's just a quick look. Oh, all these empty buckets. I might as well tell you about those. That pile in the back there, there's 12 of them. Those I already have plotted out. They're going to go on the other side of that path there, going towards the driveway.
Well, if she has Facebook.
And these buckets here, 6 of those buckets are going back over where you see that little butterfly over by the raspberry bush. Those are going to get filled and put over there. And like I said, brassicas or something like that in those. And then I have 6 more buckets I haven't decided on what I'm going to do with yet, but they are going to get filled and they are going to have plants in them. So that's all I've got for tonight. Sorry it's such a short video. Thanks for watching, and this is Leland's Happy Homestead. Please like our page. Thank you. Bye.